welcome back to Wizards Workshop. I'm Stacey Rowland. So, every once in a while, more often than I would like, I run into either a meme or some well-intentioned soul talking about time and how time is an illusion. And I fundamentally disagree, and I think this is something that we need to talk about. So, the argument that I hear is based on the fact that we say that we made time because we created the measurement of it. Now, I think that what's being missed or maybe what's not understood is that we measure time, what we call time. We measure it in days, minutes, months, years, and those measurements are defined by the planet. So a year is, circumscribing the sun. A day is a revolution on the axis. And so it's very subjective. We have an understanding that doesn't apply to maybe if we lived on Venus or if we lived on Mars or any other planet that has a different set of parameters. And so because of our measurement, we say, well, the thing itself isn't there. It's an illusion. Now, that's like saying that distance isn't real because one person measures in miles and another person measures in meters. And so, or kilometers. And so distance is an illusion because it can be measured in different ways. Even someone comes up and decides to go back to cubits and measure that distance in cubits. But we know that there's something out there, and the map doesn't matter. The thing is there at a distance we've agreed upon based on where we're at geographically, how we're going to measure from here to there. Now, on this planet, because we share the planet at this point, we're no longer just talking about from here to there. As a planetary species, we are obligated to share the same vocabulary. A year is this long. We at night we face this set of stars, and in 1 year we look up and there's that set of stars. That's how we've chosen to call it a year. But time isn't that. Time is the movement of the planet, the change in the planet. It goes from spot to spot to spot to spot to spot. And it's not even just in this two-dimensional movement around the sun. The sun is moving through space. And so everything around the sun is moving in that direction as well. Technically, it's that way. But the solar system is moving in that direction. And so there are speeds at which we are traveling that we have zero concept of because we're in the gravitational well of this planet. Consciousness doesn't exist in time. Time is like the last level, dimension of material reality. Time is the measurement of change of that matter. Whether it's we're born and then we age. A tree not only ages but cycles. If it's a deciduous tree, it will drop its leaves and regrow its leaves based on the season. We have glass. Glass, when you hold glass, you look at it and your experience of it is that that piece of glass is solid. But time tells us that glass is actually a very slow moving liquid, and that time has shown us that old glass is thicker at the bottom than it is at the top because it has slowly been dripping down. And your experience of now has no objective truth to that. You can't ever know because you will never live long enough to see glass drip. So anyway, we chose to agree upon what, well, I'll use the term age looks like. When I see pictures of my parents when they were in high school, they looked like adults. When I see my generation's high school graduation pictures, they did not, for the majority, look like adults. How we are as beings is changing in time. And we have this idea that, like the three spatial dimensions, that things have solidity to them, where in time we don't. What's interesting is that we can move our consciousness forwards and backwards in time, and there is direct effect on our present being. Now, in a sense, this is time travel. It's not like the main time travel imagery that people wrap their minds around, where we change entire timescapes or create new timelines. We change ourselves, our internal. Remember, we are flesh bags. We are in the meat puppets, and when we use consciousness to go forward, we can choose what we want to envision ourselves to have become. And we can assess, we can recognize, and we can embody that future imagery and feel what it feels like to be there, having accomplished those things, knowing that knowledge, having participated in those actions that got us to the place that we desire. And we can feel that and own that and have that experience. And we can take that experience back and be present here. And let that change us and move forward. We can go backwards in time, and we can show our selves in the past in our conscious awareness. We can speak to our consciousness outside of time, because again, time is in the solid, and we are not just solid consciousness. Consciousness is in the matter, but consciousness is not matter. And as we engage in this understanding of time, we can utilize how to use it. And going backwards, we can share with ourselves in the past the knowledge we know now. We can share with them where we are now. We can get us through our hard places. We can imagine future selves coming back, and we can remember and then do that so that we can move ourselves through. It's a playground. Time, again, shifts us out. We are no longer in space. We can move outside of space when we move into time, and we can move forward and backwards. We're not just stuck. Although, when we come back, we are in time. And we should enjoy it. and we should utilize it to our advantage. Use your time wisely. And, most of these, I'm talking to myself. Use your time wisely. Do something good. Do something of benefit. Learn something new. I don't know, just... If this is the only time we have, and I'm not going to tell you whether I believe or don't believe in reincarnation or heaven or hell. To me, it doesn't matter, because I'm here right now. And what I do with it matters. And I can utilize it for making myself into a better person, or I can indulge in frivolity and not move myself into the direction of my dreams. And it's on me, and it's on you. And that's the key, is that we can't complain about not being where we want to be if we're not getting ourselves where we want to be. And we do that in time. We do that with our time. And time's real. And you utilize it. You use it to your advantage. And that doesn't mean work. Like, if you see a butterfly, be there. Because that is a fleeting moment. A sunset and a sunrise, even though we can say, oh, they come every day and every night, but it's a fleeting experience. This one will never happen again. Every other one will be different. Enjoy your time on earth. That's what you are in the matter for. You and the divine come together and make beauty where the time happens. Enjoy it. Love it. Soak it up. Be grateful for it. When we're loosed, I think it's a different ballgame. And I think that the energy, the vibration that we emanate, resonates frequently, most dominantly, will shape our spirit being. And when we're loosed from the flesh and tossed into timelessness, we are in the wave of creation, and we will vibrate with it all, good or bad. Depends on what we did here. Because this is where things are slow. This is where we have that chance. If we come back, well, we get to do it again. If we don't come back, we should have done it right this time. If we come back, do stuff today for your next life, so that you have something good to come back to. I don't know. Out of my pay grade. I won't tell you what is real there. I can't. But I can tell you that it doesn't matter, because what matters is what you do here affects your tomorrow. And that is the experience of time. So be good to one another. Party on. All right, I'll talk to you later.